But here it is, ladies and gentlemen. The one and only Devin. Whose business are you digging in today, man?
Eggs and ass. They both went up this year. You didn't know that?
Listen, Mama, here's your boy, and he got something to say.
I always believe firmly, on paper, I am a white man.
Brother Kenny, Mr. Pound Town himself. Sir,
I'm unbothered. I'm getting ready to go walk my fish again and fly my cat. That cat in this whole 4 years. That's all I'm gonna do.
Listen, y'all.
We apologize.
I really try to control my show as much as I can, but when y'all get started, oh my God.
It's TFG tonight. With Brenton Haynes, Kenny the sports guy, Mr. Lee Black, and the lady of the hour, Miss Devin Devine. It's Thursday.
Hey, it's Fat Fridays. Y'all thought I was gonna say Fat Apple. What up, everybody? Hey, we good.
Hey, family.
Hey, Curl, good to see you. The rest of them, y'all.
Yeah, the rest of it's us.
I don't know why.
Hey,
I double,
CC.
I don't know why I double posted though. That's weird.
Yeah.
Me too. Yeah.
Mhm.
I because we on two shows. I mean, we syndicated now, honey. So
Is that what it is?
that's what I was
I'll
told.
take that.
Now.
I'll take that.
Yeah. So again, you get double for your trouble. So hey, y'all, listen. We're excited. We have been offered a new platform, and we are inviting new people to join us. Lee Black is conflicted on how he's going to introduce himself tonight. So, but we told him just keep being you, brother. It may cost us a couple of dollars, but you know, we don't care nothing about that. But y'all, listen, thank you so much. So now we are not only on our own platform, but now we are joining the media, and that's Mr. Wizard's channel, and so he got quite a few people on there. So we should see some new faces tonight. So when y'all come in, y'all say hello. And just for those who don't know, if we say something you like, by all means, we have a tip jar that you all can send a little cash app to the family and show your support and love to us. And if you don't like what we're saying, well, you can still give us some money too. We don't care about all that. But all right, so just so y'all know, this is how we're gonna roll. We're gonna keep up with a little politics. I don't have much to talk about tonight because he just keep doing the same thing over and over again. So I guess I'm just gonna ask y'all. We're gonna celebrate in about less than a month, 250 years. It seemed like we would have been around here a little longer than that because we was enslaved for 400 years, right? So I don't know. Anyway, I don't know. Yeah, but hey, Sherry, good to see you.
What's up, Sherry?
So I just want to know, y'all, they finna do a UFC fight. I guess Trump's birthday is around the same time Independence Day is, and so Black, he made the statement that this ain't never happened before, and it ain't gonna happen again. Well, you're right, fool, because nobody do nothing this stupid. But speak on why we are having a UFC fight in the backyard of the White House.
Because this is an old narcissist honoring everything he said he would do. He's very close friends with Dana White, the president of the UFC, as the sportsman would tell you. And let's be honest, they helped get him reelected. Yeah. They led the charge, and he's paying back debts. He's paying back friends. All be to damn what makes sense and common sense. This is the most ludicrous thing in the world and I don't know if you guys, we need to mention the price tag of this party, $60 million. So hold on, folks. In the midst of an ongoing war, where gas, food, prices are at an all-time high, you have the capacity to spend $60 million to celebrate yourself. Oh, let's not forget to mention your buddy has become the world's first trillionaire. The decadence and opulence that they're displaying is showing an all-time callousness to the rest of us.
Yeah. Kenny, I want to say this again. Trump went to game 3 of the Knicks and the Spurs, and they lost. And then they turned around and won when he left. Boy, I mean, y'all, listen, whatever that Booger Wolf got on him, New York don't want to see him no more.
Hell no.
Especially if San Antonio win tomorrow.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
I mean, what else is he planning on doing before he leave office that ain't nobody else gonna do ever in the presidency?
Man, you know, I just think who knows? This dude is well, he's gonna do whatever he want to do. That's what he's gonna do because we've seen it in the first year and couple of months that he's been back in office. Congress though, they scared of him, especially the Republican Party. They ain't trying to stop him. Now they trying to grow a little bit of backbone. They that anti-weaponization bill. They like, hey, we ain't having that. So now some of them are trying to have a little backbone, but I still think I don't believe it. So Trump is going to do whatever he wants to do because he's the Teflon Don at this point.
Before you get to Lady D, let me, for those of you who might have missed last week's ending of the show, the only reason the GOP is pushing back on the anti-weaponization fund is because those who are smart enough know it would legally open the door for reparations.
That's a good point. Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up.
That's right. The Democrats threw the bill in that. And so again, they're not gonna have that. So, but sister, to the point, another reason these folk only fighting back because they didn't lost their seat. And Tulsi Gabbard is the latest person who's now trying to blow the whistle on stuff happening. And so I don't know. Do you have respect for these folk? Now, by all this time they've been supporting this man, but now when he done abandoned them, all of a sudden now they got a problem. Now they want to start telling the truth.
I think they all are trash. I think they knew who he was in the beginning, and I just feel like it's one of those when he turned his back on them. Now they all just want to be petty, and there's nothing like. I'm not surprised about any of it because I think Trump, he's going to take the side of whoever can fill his pockets or not make him go to prison. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like the White House is. Do y'all remember a skit from Cedric the Entertainer where before Barack was elected?
Yeah,
he was like,
I know what skit.
The White House into the ghetto. They was going to be out there barbecuing and shooting dice. I really feel like that's what's happening now at the White House, and I feel like they're going to be racing cars in the back. It's going to be like NASCAR in the back.
Trump done turn the internet off. I already look at you. You better leave the white man alone.
Blame it on MAGA. MAGA done did it.
Yeah,
MAGA.
But you know what? At least you don't have that ugly face, because sometimes when you freeze, you get that.
They catch you the wrong expression. Yeah.
All right, So all right, but she'll be back for her segment, so y'all give her a moment. But nevertheless, y'all, I just want y'all to know he didn't paint the White House black, but he showed acting like it's got a whole bunch of niggas in there. And so I don't know. We'll see what's going on with him. What's up, Real Estate Insider, man? Thank you for borrowing us, letting us get on your channel.
Hey, what's up, Trey? What up, Lamar? Appreciate the love.
The media membership. Look at
appreciate the love, brother.
Yes,
appreciate
sir.
the love. Thank you.
All right, thank y'all so much. So y'all keep on going because it don't do nothing but go downhill from here. So y'all just hold on to your seats. All right, I gotta do a follow-up. Normally we don't get into a lot of serious things, but when it calls for it, we got to get into it. So this young man, Carmelo Anthony, he I don't even know if they threw the book at him. You back, honey?
Yeah, I don't know what happened. For some reason, my Wi-Fi went out, but it's been tripping this week. I don't know what that's about.
It's Trump. But you was cute. You was cute though, honey, when you was froze.
You didn't have no ugly face.
You didn't have
you don't have no ugly face anyway. But yeah, you were good.
All right, yes, sir. Thank you, Kenny. Keep your collar button up. All right, sir. So listen, listen. So man, first time offense guy, young man, Carmelo Anthony. They found him guilty of murder. And they gave that boy 35 years, man. We don't race bait here, but again, it's the pot is stirring for racism. Again, and in all reality, for me, only thing I want is if you're gonna do it to one, do it to the others. If it's gonna be 35, it's gonna be 35 across the board. But we can go back in history, and I'm not even talking about history like in years. I'm talking about in months, and see things a little bit different, though. I mean, sister, what do you think about that sentencing?
I watch way too much crime TV. I'm actually like a crime TV addict, and I just feel like 35 was absolutely ridiculous. The most I've seen this young man getting in my mind, and I've avoided this story on social media just because of, but the most I've seen this young man getting was like 10 years. And then I've seen the parents come out since then and say they should have hired a different set of attorneys, and they do have a different set of attorneys handling the appeal. But I was just shocked that he got that many years. I just thought that was insane.
Yeah, Kenny, and to the point, the parents are doing interviews and now, like, we were listening to a lot of people. Man, listen, some decisions are very consequential. And I don't care what the optics look like, man, you gotta feel confident about who's representing you. And the moment you saw that they didn't put not one black person on that jury, I'd have said, I'm finna fire this attorney and I need a new one. And we need to do jury all of, and maybe that ain't the way it go, but I'm just saying, listen, you got to go, boss, because this ain't If he had, and again, this ain't even saying that black people gonna be on there that wouldn't, still find them guilty. Who knows? Because we don't do well with sticking around with us, but I don't know. So again, as a parent, man, that's why I never was absent in my kids' sports life, because you just never know what's gonna pop off. And if it's gonna pop off, it's gonna pop off with me being there. So, I mean, what you think about that decision making from the parents, man?
I watched their interview on the Breakfast Club, and I at the end of the day, I think they got some bad advice about picking attorneys, because I'm gonna say the two things that I took from it. I already knew that this young man, he was going to be found guilty just because of the jury makeup. That they say you get a jury of your peers, but let's be honest, in America, Black folks, we don't get a jury of our peers. If you're sitting in that courtroom, getting ready to be judged by 12, you ain't gonna have 6 people look like you. You probably gonna barely have 2, if that.
But you only need one. You only need one.
Yeah,
no.
But normally, if you're sitting in that courtroom and you're black, you look at that jury box, you'll be lucky to have 1, maybe 2 that look like you. So this jury of your peers stuff, they need to cut that out. I already knew that this young man was going to be found guilty no matter what. In my opinion, it wasn't murder; it was manslaughter. Because murder is an intent. Murder that's how you get that charge. I think manslaughter he should have been charged with manslaughter. The second thing I would say is I think that defense attorney was straight garbage. I think the closing, he only called his mother, and he didn't call any other character witnesses to help his clients. I think during the criminal trial, he didn't ask the right questions. I just think that defense attorney was straight garbage, in my opinion. And but again, we all have them. I try to stay away from social media because everybody and their mama think they legal experts. If you watch and you read comments on social media, and that's not true. If you haven't never really been in a courtroom, if you don't know how the system works, then you're just talking, and that's not helping the situation. So I expected the worst, because justice ain't for us. It's just us at the end of the day. So I knew this young man was going to get some time, but 35 years, I think that was excessive. I definitely didn't agree with that.
I mean, my goodness. Okay, so Black, I'm gonna give you this one because I hear you, Carol, and again, that we're not surprised, but here it is. Racism has never gone away. It will never go away. But what we've seen is, which I've said before, racism is only exacerbated and given authority through the justice system. And when you make people think that they can get away, or people of color are going to see harsh punishment to try to we sending a message. That's the problem, and that's what it was back then. Yeah, as long as the justice system gives racist people the authority to be that way, then guess what? We're going backwards, y'all. We're not going forward. So, I mean, speak on all that, Black.
Well, I want to comment on I want to thank the superfan Cece for her comment, where she talked about the person being called a watermelon felon.
Yeah.
And then the Real Estate Insider highlighted that location matters, folks.
Right.
So it's unfortunate because this crime was committed. This act was committed at the wrong time. It just so happened under the watch of, let's call it what it is. We have a racist president. Now, you can argue with somebody else. It's there. So you have a racist administration that has ushered in the new era of racism, from the Deep South. That's why you see gerrymandering, redistricting, and all those things. And even you hear comments like that where it gets shoot off as just, oh, I didn't mean it that way, And we're always the ones that are being told that we're overly sensitive and we shouldn't take it that way, this, that, and the other. The truth of the matter is this young man's only real hope is that we have to endure this administration until it goes out, in hopes that maybe the next leader will pardon him and shorten his sentence. But one good thing I will say about this administration is they've thrown all the rules out. My brother above me said that when it comes to the Supreme Court, Congress, rules of law, the Constitution, all that's been fucked. All that's gone. We're about to celebrate 250th. We need to stop pretending we're not even that nation. We never have been. The one good thing that he's done, if anybody want to hold on to any hope, is that all that's bullshit. The Constitution is bullshit. The reality is the doors have been swung wide open for the next administration, whoever that is, to do whatever the hell they want to do.
Yeah. Hold on. I need to do some housekeeping. Lamar, please get CC whatever she needs so that she can buy her membership. I will end the show right now. And y'all get care of her what she need. Hey, Miss Tori.
Hey, what's up, Lady T? What's happening?
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So and again, as Carol said, please, y'all, like the video, share. What's up, Jack? I see you in there hard in the show. Appreciate that, brother. All right, so what it's all boiled down to, man. Hopefully he will go ahead and get appeal. The only thing about us, man, is our patience. We don't have the bandwidth for patience because, again, it's so triggering because we've seen us. I mean, good Lord, we've all old enough to see Rodney King get beat on camera, and then to see these boys get put. Like, we don't have the bandwidth for patience. So I'm sorry. We want to see this slow justice system take its course. Yeah, y'all. That ain't just what we doing, right? So, all right, just it is what it is. So, what'd you say, Carol? She said, "Laugh out loud." I want to get some memberships to some people to build a. Okay, yes.
Oh,
okay. Yes. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, man. We trying to do our best. So, all right. So that's the follow up for right now. We'll definitely keep ourselves keep y'all posted on what.
Let me say one more thing before we get away from that. Now, he did get 35 years, but he will be eligible for parole after 17.
Yeah, man.
And he's 19 years old now.
That boy gonna be over 30.
He'll be 30. Yeah, but so I just the one thing about federal and state time, it's a difference.
It ain't year for year.
Yeah, it ain't year for year. So I would say that. And then also someone had a question that I want to address too about change of venue. Why didn't they change the venue? Well, that's why I said the defense attorney was trash. He didn't push the issue on trying to get that trial
from the beginning.
The change. And at the end of the day, it's about the judge has the right to deny or say, yes, we're going to change the venue. So it wasn't going to be changed anyway. Yeah, regardless of the fact it was going to be tried in Collin County. So yeah.
Miss Tori, so we got a new announcement. We on the media now. So we on another platform, and so we are now. Well, we ain't been grandfathered in, but we went through the back door, and now we on the monetized channel. So that's what's going on, y'all. Yeah, that's right. So that's it. All right. So y'all know what y'all doing down there. So y'all gonna do what y'all doing.
Wait a minute. CC talking about poking somebody. Who the hell you poking, CC?
She talking about on the media. Kenny got them horny eyes. Y'all watch that.
My eyes ain't. Didn't she say? Okay,
Stephen Jack, you got a lot to say today. Says it was a tragic fight that escalated and ended badly, and now both families are suffering. Yeah, this should serve as a powerful lesson for all teens about how quickly situations can spiral out of control. As for the sentence, I personally don't believe he'll serve 35. In my opinion, he could be released much sooner, possibly after 5 years. Well, brother, I sure hope you're right. And
I agree with everything you said.
Right.
I agree.
I agree, Jack. Yeah, for sure.
agree.
Carl, you see where he at, honey? He
No,
go.
what? Hey, CC, you the one put it in the chat.
She was minding her business.
I was just interpreting it.
She
CC.
working. All right, this is a good segue right here. Shrekking, sister. You know who Shrek is, don't you?
I know who Shrek is. Yeah.
The ogre. Well, apparently there's some cultural trend of what it called fad that all of a sudden now there's a term in dating called shrekking. And shrekking is again, y'all won't be surprised where it's coming from. These Gen Zs. Z stands for snoring all the time. So becoming Gen Z, shrekking is becoming Gen Z slang for dating someone less attractive than you in hopes they treat you better. Lee Black, what kind of foolishness is that?
I love the fact that you immediately identified this is some new age bullshit that Gen Z, God bless them, they need to feel that they're reinventing something. There's an old saying, there's nothing new under the sun, folks. You know, and the fact that they come up, you know, when instead you young whippersnappers, instead of coming up with all these terms, get your ass out your parents' house and go to work. How about you do that? How about you do that? But having said that, look, you know, this is not, it's nothing new. You know, this, you know, whatever term you want to call it, you know, millions of people date by aesthetic standards down anyway, you know. And my thing is, it's not necessarily a bad thing. This is a new package on beauty is not everything. You know what I'm saying? That you know, to date somebody, if you're picking your partner or somebody based on looks, you know, history tells us, lessons tell us that in all likelihood, if all you have in common is the aesthetics, no, you know. Now the idea that you're calling somebody that you're dating Shrek, that they're an ogre, that they're a monster, and this, that, and other, that's not going to bode well anyway, you little lazy sons of bitches.
Listen, and lazy it is. Hey, Bama. Good to see you.
What's up, Bama girl? How you doing?
Yeah, we definitely got into all that. So again, it was crazy. But thank you for joining us, man. So, sister, I'll be honest with you. That's a lazy way of dating. I don't know why you just can't do the work to find somebody to look good at you. Because again, Lee Black, y'all can't use him because he'll sleep with anybody. He said they don't even have to be attractive. He already told us. The man has a superpower. He just goes. Everybody look like Halle Berry in his eyes. I mean, I don't know how the boy does it, but for some reason that girl just shallow how he just can do it. But sister, I mean, what did we call that back in the day when you just dating underneath your
I mean, for men they used to call them butterfaces, but for women, I can't remember. Like as long as I can remember far back from like parents and stuff like that, they would always say they like they being a little ugly.
That's right.
So,
I've heard that too.
I'm so serious. I've always been
you talking about the baby boomers.
Yeah,
but it's continued as time has gone on. Like them adopting it now and calling it a new word. Like I remember back in the, like my mom used to tell my sister when she started dating, because I have a sister that's a lot older than me, you know what I'm saying, you need to get you a man that's a little ugly, because he'll treat you better. So I've always heard this like all my life before I was even old enough like to date or whatever. You say he see the world through rose-colored glasses. Is that what he's seeing, or is it brown liquor?
That's the rosy. That's the rosy looking.
You can make anybody look good now. Let me get you.
That's rosy.
So if you ugly, I think at Black House you got to walk in backwards. You got to walk in backwards if you ugly. You got to start with your ass. And then you go from there. But anyway, Butterface and stuff like that has been around forever.
Man, I'm telling you. So they really ain't trending nothing. Y'all just bringing back again. Kidding. I mean, I ain't never had to deal with nothing like that because, No, I ain't doing a quiet part out loud. I will. There is a quiet. Okay, there is a quiet part, ladies. That is, I won't. We'll do it next time we get. All right, Kenny, go ahead, sir.
I know what you're thinking.
I know what you're thinking too. I know what they're thinking too.
Say, come on, man. All right, Kenny, come on.
Lady D is on point. But you know what? I think women do this more than men. Yeah. I know it's tired of shrinking, but I think women tend to deal with a dude that they may not find as attractive, but he probably treat her better than because of the other dudes that think they look good. He all in the mirror more than she is. He trying to take more time to get ready than she is. So a lot of women ain't trying to deal with that. So they done been hurt by a dude that was probably a little bit good looking. So they like, you know what? I'm gonna try something different. Yeah, try to give me a dude that ain't that good, and he'll do anything I say. He'll be running fast breaks like he played for the Lakers. Anytime I say let's do a 2-on-1, I got him. So again, it's nothing new under the sun. We've been doing that for years, but I think women do that more so than men.
They do, and that's again, I don't know how y'all do it later, but I guess for us, again, men are more visual than y'all are. That's gonna be a conversation for another day. Okay, Mr. Master Prophet, quiet part is the ugly ones got the best snapper. That ain't what I was thinking about.
Master Prophet,
they gotta try harder. It ain't better. They just try harder.
You know what?
Prophet,
man. That is. I don't even. I ain't even touching that. No. Okay. All right. So that ain't even mine, Master Prophet. But that's fine if that's how you feel. Okay. Y'all go. I ain't gonna say it. I'm gonna say the quiet part out loud for that one day, but that ain't gonna be the day because again, some of y'all is. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna move on. Some of y'all make it hard for us because again, y'all know some of them ain't supposed to go. We ain't supposed to go that far with some of them, but then y'all give them the hope to say, "Oh, he did it." Well, why won't you? Everybody, I'm not doing. Listen, y'all. If y'all, okay, I was finna say.
You don't eat booty. Is that what you're saying?
I don't what?
You saying you don't eat booty? I don't know what you're talking about. You like he did it.
He walking in circles, ain't he, Lady D? He's walking in circles, ain't he?
Don't make me put my boots on and walk through this thing because I will walk. Listen, I got some knee-high galachis and whatever thing. I walk through this thing, the muddy. No, ain't nobody talking about that. I'm talking about men who know some women you just ain't supposed to be sleeping with. You just supposed to let other things happen. But then you giving them false hope, thinking that everybody's gonna be okay. I mean,
no, you talking about the women you don't mess around with till after midnight, after 2 a.m. That's the women you talking about.
Let me move on to this next subject before I get what we start talking about.
I know that's what we talking about.
I really do. Okay, it'll come up. I ain't scared of y'all. It'll come up. Again, I'm married, so I ain't got no problem. Y'all thinking of everybody else. So what you say, Karen? She said, "What? Yeah, I know." Yeah. It was going. So, all right. You started, clown. I'm giving them side eyes. Yeah. All right. Well, listen, y'all. For the next few shows, I wanted to do a comparison between generations. And I wanted to know the generational differences between and I won't go as far back as the baby boomers because that's our folks, our grandparents and parents. Right. And so but for who we are, you know what I'm saying? Well, some of y'all are baby boomers, but for us, I wanted to start with Gen X and the millennials. What you laughing at? Who does
the real estate insider?
What did he say?
The groceries.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we know he eat chitlins. Then all right. Then. Pig butt and all that other kind of stuff. All right. So listen, I asked AI, if you please. Thank you, Master Prophet. What are the 3 top differences in thought processes between Gen X and millennials? And it was kind of interesting. And so so it gave me 3 things. It says the thought process of Generation X, which is, some folks ain't finna like this, 1965 to 1980, and millennials, 81 through 96, have been shaped by distinct historical, social, and economic contexts. So number 1, The first difference is the way we approach work and careers. It says Generation X often characterized by a strong work ethic. Gen X tends to value job stability and loyalty to employers. They experienced economic challenges such as the recession of the early 1990s, which made them weary of job security and more focused on career achievements within established companies. They often prioritize a work-life balance, but may accept long hours to demonstrate dedication. Millennials, on the other hand, the generation typically seeks meaningful work and a sense of purpose in their career. They value personal fulfillment and often prioritize flexible work arrangements over traditional job security. Millennials are known for their entrepreneurial spirit, frequently seeking opportunities outside traditional corporate structures, and they may change jobs more frequently in pursuit of growth and satisfaction. Sister, what say you? They're being real nice.
Absolutely the truth. I had someone recently have a meeting with me, and she told me that I was affecting her mental health because I was holding her accountable for her attendance. And she said that she was going back to a lower level of care, like a different type of facility that's not as strict about attendance and tardiness and things like that. And she literally quit. That was so yes. Where I was raised and like believe you work hard as much as you can, and you know what I'm saying, you catch doubles when you really don't feel like it. You're supposed to be this loyal employee, and I really honestly think we were taught wrong, but that's just how I always worked.
Yeah, I mean, Kenny, AI was being nice about these millennials. I mean, they think entrepreneurship is them going to make Kool-Aid pickles and trying to go sell them at the back of their car as though that's some type of proprietary item or something. No, everything ain't a business.
So, okay. Well, yeah, and you got to remember the millennials, they are the internet babies too. So now being
we was there.
Not our generation. Their thing is content creator. That's right. Entrepreneur, and I'm not knocking that. I get it because that's the world we live in. But that's their thing is they like, you know what? I ain't trying to do all this, man. I'm just gonna go film some stuff on my camera, and I'm gonna become a content creator. That's how I'm gonna make my money. Whereas again, I think AI hit it on the point. You know, hit the nail on the head. I think our generation. I know that's my mentality. I always been a hard worker, and you know, it's about not taking days off, not using all your vacation days. I used to do that early in my work career. I was like, yo, I gotta hold my head to the grind, and I gotta make this money, but I ain't taking no days off, this and that. Obviously, I'm a little older now, so I think of it differently. I'm making somebody else rich while not making myself rich. So obviously, I look at it differently, but I still have that same work ethic though, even when it's just about my own project. But the millennials, they ain't trying to work hard because I see it every day where I work. These little 25, 30-year-old dudes and chicks I work with, they are straight lazy. You feel me? And when I say that with a capital L, they don't want to work for nothing.
That's it.
They think it's supposed to be given to them.
That's it.
So yeah, it's all about them. So AI was on point with that.
Wait till y'all see these Z's. I ain't gonna when we get to them Z's. All right, well, Black, what do you think about the work ethics?
I agree 1,000%, and I like Lady D. I experienced it every day in the corporate environment I work for. And we were talking about the beginning of the show how we don't want any part of management. I did management roles for 38 years. I want no part of it because the work ethic has changed. And my old school methods, they don't operate, they don't function in today's workplace environment. That generation, they need constant reassurance and coddling. Now, to Lady D's point, I have taken some things from that generation that have benefited me because, as we all talking about, we didn't necessarily have the healthiest mentality when it comes to work, as we said, as Brother Kenny said. if I can go back 10 years ago, my mindset was, we forego vacations. You put up with things that you probably shouldn't have. When the term was introduced, work-life balance, that was foreign to me, because I was raised on, if you're sick, you still go to work. You pretty much have to be dead to stay home. You show up. Well, what I did take from this younger generation is they do prioritize, that work balance and being comfortable. So I took some of that. Now, here's where we have a benefit over them. You talked about in AI, how coming from the 90s, we benefit because we have the benefit of struggle, of experiencing struggle. And Kenny is right when he said this is the internet generation. We're talking about a generation that wasn't born into struggle. They didn't have to eat, welfare cheese. They never had a rotary phone on. They never had to go to the library to do homework. They don't have to carry physical books. So this is an entitled generation that, again, I said it a minute ago, have been allowed to live in homes much longer. And so they have the option of being able to say, I'm not going to take that job. I'm not going to drive that specific car. Oh, right. That like Lady D says, you want me to be here every day on time? I'll just quit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But we come from a place where we know struggle. We know what it's like to be out of work. Yeah. So you have to fuse the two. I've taken some from that generation because I have started to prioritize more, my own personal comfort too.
So yeah, like my wife works from home, and my daughters thought they was gonna get that. No, y'all can't work here from the house. I wish I would go up, beat on your door because you late for work and you got to go clock in on in my upstairs living room.
You in the house and you late for work.
I want to come from home. Yeah, no, boy, y'all got me. No, you going out there and putting that you putting your feet to that floor. Let's go. Okay, well, all right. So number 2, and it says technology and communication. This is interesting because this really is gonna trigger me because all this texting, it really annoys me sometimes. So often referred, they said Gen X is often referred as digital pioneers. Yeah. Oh, okay. Right. Mm-hmm. So it says Gen X adapted, to technology as it emerged. They experienced the shift from analog to digital and are comfortable using technology, but may not rely on it for all aspects of their lives. In terms of communication, they tend to favor direct forms such as face-to-face meetings or phone calls, although they have embraced email and messaging platforms. But these doggone millennials, this generation grew up alongside the rapid evolution of the internet and mobile technology. They are digital natives, relying heavily on social media and digital communication platforms for both personal and professional interactions. Millennials prefer quick, informal communication channels and often value transparency and authenticity in their exchange. As sister, true. I had to correct my child because she wanted to do all that shorthand on the email that she sent in for an interview. I said, if you don't take that you are and that take all that junk out of there, just crazy. Yeah. Go ahead, sister. What you think about that communication?
I mean, it's much different. I feel like we did them a disservice. Because we didn't force them to get out into, the world. My children work from home, actually, because that's their best method of dealing with people. They have now they have social anxiety. Y'all know that wasn't a thing when we were coming up.
Right? That's
right. But now they have social anxiety where they can't interact with people like that. And I think where we messed up with that is, do y'all remember how if we were forced to stay in the house and not being around people, we were crying and devastated, and we preferred to get our behind whooped opposed to having to stay in the house to go out. And now if you would have made your teenagers leave the house, you are affecting their mental health because they stay home and stay on the computer and stay on the phone, and it's hot and I don't want to go nowhere. And I think that's where that mix up was. So I think it started there.
Black, I'll be honest with you. I had one of my children graduate in the pandemic, and that year she was in school and had to do it remote. She thrived so well. I said, something wrong with you. And now she out here fooling with these people and she can't handle it. I said, man, that's a shame that your best life in school was the one when everybody had to stay home.
They had to stay home. Yeah.
So,
Right.
Yeah. So what you think? How you think about that communication? Because I don't want you. Don't you text me from your room? You gotta get ahead and talk to me. I don't hear no little text messages.
Lady D is spot on. We, as a society, we've done them a major disservice. And I love how AI described the fact that we adapted. We didn't have a choice, but to adapt. I remember when, teller machines first came in, and for a long time, I still pulled up and went inside the bank because I wanted to deal with a real person. And so it was an adjustment for me having to deal with technology all the way up to now mobile, paying my bills, mobile, this, that, but we're not relying on it. Because if it comes down to it, I can balance my book by hand. I can do math in my head. I'm not reliant on a calculator. And so we've ushered in this era where they are completely dependent upon technology in ways that they can't even sign their own name, folks. And it's not being taught in school anymore. Crazy. And so we've crippled them in many ways. And then when it comes to the direct communication, the one thing I object to is that it says at the end that generation, they prefer direct. No, they don't. They're not built to deal with criticism. So what AI is talking about is that quick burst of, you've done a great job, as long as the direct communication is favorable. But Lady D said right there, the moment a teacher, anybody with a sense of authority, says something that they don't like or they can't deal with, they are quitters. But we've raised a generation where we handed everything to them. And so once again, this is why it's very difficult for me to be in any role of management to deal with them, because that shorthand, and I'm from the old school. If you're going to be absent, if I was a manager, I need to know why you're missing work. Don't text me, and even I had to adapt to telling my boss via text, because my boss is younger. She prefers for me to text her. Yeah. And I had to adjust to that. But yeah, this is a major one right here, but it's hurt them. And again, they're not prepared to meet this world on its real terms, because living in that bubble, as you said, you're going to love them, but everybody don't see them that way. And they can't function.
Yeah, no. Hey, Bella, good to see you. Giovanni, thank you for
joining. Hey, what's up, Bella? How you doing?
What's up, Dream Team?
Dream Team Top Dogs.
I don't think they ask AI self-judging questions. What do you mean by that?
I don't understand.
Elaborate on that one. Okay, Kenny, explain. One thing I found interesting, the kids say now they call out when they like calling out for work. We used to say we calling in. Right. So I kind of found that. I mean, I guess that makes more sense that you call out, but I was like, whatever, who cares? But yeah, so okay, what do you think about this communication part?
Just to kind of piggyback off of Black, it's funny that the organization I work for, they want you to text when you call in, as our generation said. It's called out, which is weird to me. I'm like, we had to get on the phone and talk to a manager and say, hey, this is why I ain't gonna be able to make it. You what you woo. But they don't even want you to do that for the company I work for. Everything is done through text. Okay. Everything is done through text messaging and emails. I'm like, so I think our generation we were able to adapt, but that ain't the way we like to roll, real talk. I mean, I like to talk to a human being. I like to, so there won't be no misunderstanding, because let's be honest with you, there could be some misunderstandings through text messaging and email. You can read what somebody sends you or whatever, but sometimes there can be a misunderstanding and you may not understand what they're saying through an email or a text. When you're talking to somebody on the phone or face to face, there's no way that you can miscommunicate. So that's where the millennials, they don't have the communication skills that I think that we have, because they're not really socially adaptable. So I think AI hit it on the head. I think we old school. I always tell these young cats that I work with, I ain't trying to be that old man on the lawn all the damn time. But y'all young people, y'all got to get y'all ish together.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we'll see. Okay, team. Yeah, you making sense with that one. No, they don't want to do no work on themselves.
Right.
Sherry, she said, my daughter works too much. We have to tell her to slow down a little bit.
Well, your daughter is an exception to the rule, Sherry. For sure.
My job is so bad now. I'm sorry, Black. You don't even have to tell us why you call in. It doesn't even matter. Like, we can't ask you why. It doesn't matter why. You just get so many points if you call in. You get so many points if you are late. Like, it just depends. If you call in 2 hours before or before that, and after like so many points, like 12, you're terminated. You actually can do 2 no call no shows before you're termed. And back in my day, if you no call no show, that was it.
That was it. You were gone.
And
you were out of there.
During my time as manager, if somebody called in, like, to me, I need to know why. And depending on why it is, I will come and pick your behind up. I have gone to people's house and picked them up because they said they didn't have no babysitter to bring the kid, bring him in my office. Like, but I can't do that anymore.
No, you can't do that anymore.
And I'll say about my niece, her birthday, she's literally headed to Costa Rica or somewhere this weekend. She's turning 38, I think. And so she's that last generation that benefited from that work ethic from our generation. And she's the bridge that she's in that middle ground of she learned how to cook, how to clean, how to be self-reliant, but she also is that new age. So that age matters. She's right in that middle.
And then she probably came from an example from her household, from your sister and her dad, and you as well as her uncle, that she had people to look up to, and also that give her that grind and say, look, hey, baby girl, this is how you got to ride. So,
absolutely,
I get
right.
That.
Listen, bro, everything overstimulates them. It don't even matter if the batteries go out in the remote. Oh my God, they overstimulated. It's just
they overstimulated.
Right.
Yeah, I'm just saying most overused. They are
overstimulated.
Yeah, so for sure, Miss Tori, I'm with you, and I'll be honest with y'all. Y'all better stop job hopping the way y'all are, because again, in about 10 years, y'all gonna be wishing y'all had a job because the robots gonna have them. So y'all better.
You're right about that.
Yeah, she said, "Hey, I going crazy." Yeah, so what you say, Kurt? My purse was snatched. Oh my! On my way to work, I flagged down a police officer. They chased and caught him. Returned my purse, made a report, and still went to work. Wow!
Oh, wow!
I got in a car accident and still went to work because I got the ring and they were like, "Are you okay? Did you go to the hospital?" I was like, "No." I said, "But I can't function. I'm terrified. It's so weird." They were like, "Well, we won't be so hard on you today. Just come on in."
Wow.
Did not care.
Shoot, you must didn't have no more PTO. That's what you tripping on.
I did, but they just felt like I couldn't provide a doctor's note because it was just a little fender bender, and so I needed to come on in.
Man,
Lady D, that's where I've adopted from those young people. I would have been traumatized for 2 days.
Yeah.
I know that's right.
On the cool, I know somebody. I listen. Well, anyway, don't incriminate yourself, boy. Come on here. All right, let's get to number 3. I was about to incriminate myself. Number 3 says consumer behavior and brand loyalty. This is interesting. It says, I'll summarize it. Gen X, we focus more on the value, the quality of reliable and more expensive clothing. That the brand is important. Our spending habits are based on advertisement. And again, with the Jordans, with the Tommy Hill polo, that means something to us. These jokers here, they'll walk out of here in their pajamas. So it says this generation tends to be more skeptical of traditional advertising and prefers brands that align with their values, such as sustainability and social responsibility. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm gonna let you. They are influenced by peer recommendations and online reviews. Yeah, I mean,
I agree. I agree with that.
Okay,
I agree with the millennials. Yeah, they're not loyal to any brand or anything like that. It's about them just like you said, what you read, Brother Brenton.
Mhm.
They in them damn what is them clogs or whatever the hell that is, them flip-flops and they pajamas and
That's
whatever, and they hoodies. They
Yes.
walking out any kind of way. They don't have any, it's not about a brand to them. It's about, I guess, being comfortable. Whereas I think our generation is, we tend to, when we lock into a brand or something that we rely, what we like, that's who we're going to be loyal to.
Yeah.
The
Right.
millennial generation don't have any loyalty to brand or anything. They just don't give a ish about whatever it is. They just gonna fly by the night, fly by their pants, as they say.
Sister, I literally had to tell one of my kids, showing your belly button is not an outfit for an interview.
No, it's not.
Talking about, well, that's all I got. Well, that's your problem, not mine. I mean, sister, what do you think about this brand loyalty and who
Somebody tell my damn kids, because however, it is a little different when they have to spend their own money. But my daughter will come to my house and feel like she deserves a pair of Chanel earrings because I have multiple pair. So they won't name brand. They just too broke to get it. So, but in high school, I won't lie, my daughter, we used to fight all the time because that heifer would literally try to walk out of especially when she had her car and I didn't see her. She come back home and she got on pajama pants, house shoes, a hoodie, and she thought that was so cool. Like we had, I used to have my school clothes set out the night before. I just don't understand it.
Right, you're right.
Well, Black, what you say you disagree with?
So there are exceptions to every rule.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when you mention the Jordan brand, that's one that, yes, we're loyal to, but so is the young people too, to a certain extent. But I think our generation is more adaptable. I think we have the social intelligence to be able to adapt to what makes most sense, to be honest. Because again, we come from struggle. I think we make this decision every day. We have social intelligence enough to where you might want the Jordans, but not at the expense of I'm not going to get my rent paid.
Yeah.
And so, but I think this younger generation reminds me of the Matrix. They suffer from a major case of groupthink. They are not loyal to anything. They go and they're afraid to be individuals. It is the very reason why all of them look the same. They all want to dress the same, appear the same, because another disservice we did from them, they don't have an independent identity. We value that. But we were born out of an era where if you came in your social circles, it was okay to be different and snapped on and talked about your sneakers, your this, that. It built character in us. But that generation, they all want, you talked about clogs, Brother Kenny, whatever is deemed socially acceptable to the masses, that is what they go with. If we woke up tomorrow and that group says rocks the color of blue is in now, and you're supposed to put one on the top of your fucking head, they will start walking outside with a blue rock on their head, just so that they won't appear as anything different. And you're not doing it. They even the way they talk to women, they socialize. They don't approach a woman individually. They're approaching a major group, and so they suffer from that groupthink mentality. And so I agree with parts of that one. But no, I think we are loyal to a certain point, but we make social intelligence. I might think of Verizon is a good company, AT&T, but when they start taking the bill up beyond where I'm willing to pay, I will find a substitute.
Right.
Yeah. Well, yeah. No, you're right. All right. Miss Tori, unfortunately, you are 1,000% right. And I have nothing to argue about that part. Right. So, all right. Well, that's Millennials and Gen X. We'll mix it up with these other ones when we get back. I got bad news at the end of the show, y'all. So y'all stick around. And ironically, it is an unusual suspect this time. So
wait, there you go.
1% are leaders, and they can fall victim to. For sure.
Yep.
Sick of those dumb challenges. Anyway, that's what you do when you got nothing but time on your hand. You sleep half the day and all that other kind of stuff.
Great topic.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. I do my best. All right, y'all. He's here. He got his collar all the way up to the top, and he's gonna say some he gonna see some real good stuff this coming next week. So, brother Kenny, what you got going on?
All this ad-libbing that Brother Brenton is doing, I don't know what the hell he's talking about, ladies and gentlemen. So we're gonna skip right past that. I will say this for my San Antonio Spurs fans.
Say, man.
I know y'all don't ever want to see the number 29 on the scoreboard ever again in your freaking life.
Good Lord.
Because the Spurs had a 29-point lead in the third quarter of game 4, and they lost 107-106. This series now is 3-1.
Oh, it's over.
To my guy, to my brother from another New York's native son, Lee Black. They up 3-1, and it's in the words of Vince Carter, it's over.
It's over.
In my opinion, Game 5 is tonight. I mean, not tonight. I'm sorry,
Saturday,
tomorrow,
Right,
7:30 on ABC. So there you have.
Did the Knicks
that.
win or the Spurs lose?
The Spurs lost. The Spurs lost, but the Knicks had to overcome it too, though. So it's both. It's both. Yeah. But the Spurs wet the bed.
Yes, they did.
They freaking wet the bed. I would say that. Okay, so we're talking about an article that I came across, and I know this is going to probably trigger a whole lot of comments. Time, the magazine Time, one of the most, our generation is prestigious magazines out there. They came out with their 100 most influential people in sports in 2026, but they also came out with their most influential sports person of the century. And we're going to talk about that in the end, but I just want to name some of the people that they came up with most influential in sports in 2026. Roger Goodell, NFL commissioner. Asia Wilson, Las Vegas Aces, WNBA champ. Shohei Ohtani, Los Angeles Dodgers. Caitlin Clark, Saquon Barkley, Dawn Staley. You know who she is, head coach of South Carolina. Victor Wembanyama, San Antonio Spurs.
You need to come off
Rory McIlroy, Mike Tirico, on and on and on. So that's just some of the 100 most influential sports people in 2026. But their athlete of the century, that's 100 years. For those that don't know, the last 100 years, we're talking about from 1926 until 2026 now. Their most influential person in sports is LeBron Ramon James. And this is from Time Sports. Again, he's the all-time NBA leading scorer. We all know that. 4-time NBA champ, 4-time NBA Finals MVP, NBA All-Star 22 times, 21 times All-NBA selection, 1-time NBA scoring champ, 41 years old, and he just completed his 23rd NBA season, which is the most ever in NBA history. So I want to ask my family, is LeBron James, and again, this is Time Sports Magazine, is he the most influential person in sports this century? I got to
PD, get out of here. It's always button in.
Our lady that, or the crew. Lady D, what you think?
If he is the most influential, then Sexy Red is the most influential rapper of the century. If that's the case, I mean, it's insane.
Oh my God!
That's the dumbest thing I ever heard. And I know what we're all thinking as we're sitting here, but that just doesn't make sense to me. It's just weird.
Again, we're talking about from 1926 until 2026. They said LeBron James is the athlete of the century.
1926 to
now. That's 100. That's 100 years. Brother Black, I already know you're gonna get it off your chest. Your thoughts.
Actually, this is not that complicated for me. Once you put the criteria of the century, I have no problem whatsoever with him being one of the most 100 influential people of 26. And if you even wanted to say of the last decade or 20 years, I have no issue with that whatsoever. He's exceeded every expectation that he had. I agree with Charles Barkley that he's probably had the single greatest career of any athlete. But the moment you say of the century, let me say it this way, and I'm being serious as a heart attack, and this is not hating on LeBron. The fact that Michael Jeffrey Jordan haven't played a game in over 30 years and his sneaker sales we just finished talking about is still the most relevant shoe on the planet, you're automatically disqualified. We hadn't even got to Muhammad Ali.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We hadn't even got to Mike Tyson.
That's right.
We hadn't even got to Tom Brady. Stop the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Prisoner of the moment, that's fine. I love LeBron James as a person. I love what he stands for as a family man. And no, I'm not talking about him being perfect or anything like that, but I love his story. He's brought his friends along. But like Lady D said, come on now, fuck the hyperbole. Stop playing games with us because we got odds. He's not even the best basketball player ever. Cut that shit out.
Ooh. Ooh. All right. Hey, you LeBron sexuals, y'all be careful. Don't y'all go in and y'all on suicide watch. Y'all heard what Brother Black said. He ain't even the best basketball player. Because them LeBron sexuals, they gonna go in on you. Hey, y'all leave my brother alone.
And listen, his
Brother
words mean more
thoughts.
now. Yeah, no, Lee's words mean more now because we losing money when he says stuff like that.
Well,
no, I'm just teasing.
But your thoughts.
Yes,
thoughts.
sir. Yeah,
Did
so
Sports get it right. Did they get it right?
Yeah, no, of course not.
Okay.
Number one, we don't trust the media no way now. So it don't matter. Y'all can say whatever y'all want to say now. The media is not what it used to be. There's no integrity there. And again, if you're gonna do that, you have to be more specific. Because again, to say that there's too many different criterias. Has LeBron James changed the world like Muhammad Ali did? Like Jackie Robinson did when it comes to, black people going to play baseball. So again, you got to be more specific, right? He's not number one in nothing ever. When you say it, again, sales, LeBron James, when you are done, people still gonna buy Michael Jordan shoes. I tried to buy your shoes, but I felt like I was buying shoes for somebody who has a disability. I'm not putting that on my foot, man. I'm sorry. I'm just saying. So again, when it comes to even your sport, I mean, just talking about the greatest athlete, you can't even be that. We would probably go to Tom Brady or something like that. So again, that's what I'm saying. You have to be more specific when you talk about what is the criteria, because LeBron James can't check enough boxes for me. He's a good dude. Don't get me wrong, but
right.
I would, but he been chasing this clout since he lied and said how many rings he's gonna get. So my man trying to kind of make up for all that stuff. And again, I ain't mad at LeBron. I'm mad at LeBron supporters because y'all made us wait all these years for y'all to finally tell us we was right. That's the problem, right? Y'all wanted to be right all these years, but now y'all wrong, right? Yeah. And it's. Again, we don't trust the media. Trump's in office, and so it's one ear and out the other. So
yeah. And my thoughts on it, I'm not a big time reader, and now that they do sport, I look at it with the side eye because I don't know who these writers are, what their age are, what when they were born, because you got to take that in consideration too. A lot of these sports writers, they come from a generation, they probably a lot younger, so they don't even know the history of a lot of the sport.
Very true.
But me personally, he would not be in my group of when you talk about athlete of the century. I mean, I would go back as far as Jesse Owens and Jackie Robinson and Muhammad Ali. I think those three are the ones that you will really have to talk about when you talk about if you're gonna make a list. Right. Athletes of the century, those three have to be there. As you all know, I'm an MJ guy, but I would put those three before MJ if you're talking about athletes of the century, because you're not only talking about their accolades in their sport, but what they did outside of their sport as well. So that's my problem with this time naming LeBron James the athlete of the century. I just can't rock with that. And I'm not hating on LeBron James, LeBron sexuals before y'all come at me. I'm not hating at him. I don't. He's not my GOAT, but I think he's one of the greatest ball players of all time. But I think the Time sports department totally missed the mark with this athlete of the century with LeBron Ramon James, in my opinion. And I got to give y'all this quote. And if y'all want to say something on it before I get out of here, they also asked him about the GOAT debate in his article. And this is what he had to say. And I quote, they asked him, well, how do you feel about being, the GOAT between you and MJ? That's always the standing argument. He says, and I quote, I'm not taking nobody over me. There's no question. But I think Mike will say the same thing. Rest his soul. Kobe will say the same thing. Magic will say the same thing. Bird will say the same thing. Shaq would say the same thing. The late, great Wilt and Kareem would say the same thing. I don't think none of us are going to take somebody else. If there's a general manager and he's eyeballing all of us on a baseline with the number one pick, it's going to be hard not to take me, champ, end quote. That's LeBron James on the GOAT debate.
Therein lies my problem.
Y'all want to answer that? Y'all go. If not,
I was just going to say, there lies my problem with him right there. He's so affable and wants to be loved. It's a matter of record. We don't even have to debate this, folks. It's a matter of record. Michael Jordan has never said he's the GOAT. He's went out of his way to actually say, you can't quantify that because I never played against this Oscar Robertson and this, that, and other. Shaquille O'Neal, on a regular basis, routinely ranks other centers above himself. He does it, folks. You need to learn a little bit of humility. You probably could go a little bit further if you just simply gave the right answer. And I get what he was trying to say, that it's great to be confident, but also you have to be realistic about it as well. And you could have, there was a much better way to say it, to say, well, look, I think I could hold my own, blah, blah, blah. But when you start mentioning those other people, it's on record that they have actually said there are other players better than them. Stop it, dude.
Yeah.
Let me say this. I have to agree with the Sports Crib Insider. I don't have a problem with what LeBron said, because I get what he's saying. He's saying that I'm that dude. If you asking me if you want me to say who should pick me, I'm gonna tell them to pick me.
That's fine.
I don't have a problem with him saying that.
But when he says that, if you ask Michael, that part is not true.
No, he was saying.
He said if you ask Michael, he would say the same thing I would say. That's what he was saying.
That's what I'm saying. Michael wouldn't say that I'm better. Michael's been on record. Shaq's been on record.
No. What he was saying is, he was saying that if you ask Michael, who would be LeBron the great, over him. He said Michael would say that, I think I would be that dude that general manager would pick. That's what he was saying. Okay. He would say that's what he was saying. Believe me, this is the only time I probably ever agree with LeBron James on anything. But I get what he was saying, so I don't have a problem with it.
Well, you can when you got more money, so insider. So just don't worry. Now this Sports Crib,
MJ is not more arrogant than LeBron. I disagree with you on that real estate inside. I disagree with you on that. But anyway,
I don't know about this Hulk Hogan. You got the wrong show, boss.
Hulk Hogan. He's taking a dirt nap. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah,
you need to get on Reddit or something with all that. We don't talk about no Hulk Hogan. Yeah, but so they both billionaires. Okay, yeah, that's it. Yep, no, not at all. So, all right. Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Anyway, I don't want to keep that. Listen, time's up, big boy. Time's up. Y'all. When last time? Well, Lee, when last time you ate at an all-you-can-eat restaurant?
Oh, it's been a long time.
Has it? Okay.
Yeah.
Sister, yeah. I know you don't all-you-can-eat restaurant, do you?
When my kids were small, like after a football game or something,
a long time.
We would go to what is it called? Like Little Caesars. Remember they had like the buffet with like
Golden Corral for me about 10 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
With my kids. Kenny, I
don't do that. After the pandemic, I cut them some.
Right. It's just too many.
It's been a while.
Yeah, I don't trust food no more. It just don't taste
Right.
like it
Right.
used to. You know what I'm saying?
Doing it in bulk. I'm like, nah, I'm good on that.
Yeah.
Well, listen, there's a double chin man in Florida who was arrested. Now, I said, good Lord, man, got arrested after refusing to leave Golden Corral for being there for 9 hours.
Wow.
I sure hope he was at work, clocked in on his laptop or something, sitting there. I said, boy, how you gonna be somewhere now? Telling police all you can eat has no clock. Well, I guess it do for you, big boy. Time is I mean, listen, it is getting hard out there financially, so I don't really blame the man. But sister, I mean, do the company? I'm sure there's a policy that allowed them to that he wasn't aware of. But do you think that's gonna hurt Golden Corrals?
No, but I think they should say that. They should have a sign or something up that say you got a 2 hour
right
time, or because all I think about is y'all remember Fat Boys All You Could Eat when they went to that All You Could Eat place?
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
them people out. But that's what that reminded me of. But if you don't have stipulations on it, I don't see how he did anything wrong. It's not like he left and came back. If he want to eat over a 9 hour or 8 hour period, hey, in this economy, I don't blame him.
Yeah, no, I don't either. Because again, man, you got to get all that money's worth. So I mean, Lee, I mean the man. You know, I mean, there's other things to fight for in life, but I guess it's a fight he wanted to pick, huh?
I'm with Lady D. You know, technically he's right. If you advertising all you can eat and you don't have the fine print or something, forget the fine print where you're stating. Now it's ridiculous. But we happen to live in a litigious world where you have to be careful as a business because there's going to be that one person that's going to challenge the rule. If you have a club that says ladies' night, there's going to be a man that's going to challenge that rule. How can you discriminate against men? So you have to be explicit, you have to be direct, and you better be able to back it up. But it's ridiculous. I just wish they would have been maybe they had a little bit more creative way to get his fat ass up out of there with his double chin. You know, my thing is bring the shit to him super slow. If you see he eating you out of house and home, when he, you know, go down when you Southern people go down the all you can eat and start spitting on the food your damn self.
So hey, I'd have had somebody in the back there watching this. Hey, go break in that big boy car so you can run out there and get out of this.
Right, you know,
something. I will say, the restaurant we went to the other day, they said, well, when you're seated, you can only stay seated for 2 hours. And then fools had nerve to bring out food an hour and a half later. I said, well, I ain't gonna rush to eat. So
that's right. They do that in Atlanta a lot. They do that in Atlanta.
In Miami.
Crazy, man. She said the Chinese restaurants don't play that. They will put you out. Yeah, but they go get their knife. And you know, he said if you stayed from the one meal like breakfast, you can't stay when they turn over to lunch. Well, again, they're gonna have to start posting some policies because listen, that privilege is out there. Kenny, you think he had a good cause?
I get it, considering what food prices are. Hell, he probably single. He ain't probably got no woman cooking for him. Yeah, he can sit his big ass there and he ain't got nowhere to go. He ain't got nowhere to go, so he might as well eat.
He wants to cool air.
Eat till he fall out or get put in jail, whichever one comes first.
I feel like he was working. Let's think about it. If you work from home or you work from your laptop and you're gonna be sitting in front of your laptop for 8 hours, you might as well do it with breakfast, lunch, and and a snack. You know, like at the place. I probably done gave people an idea. I don't know who go see this, but if you work from your laptop, you might want to go to all you can eat spot.
Right. Make sure they got Wi-Fi. Check it. Make sure they got Wi-Fi.
They said this food was it said that food was training for some type of world-class event, marathon eating. I know that's right. You better have your story together, Doc. But it didn't last long because they picked you up, man. So all right, big boy. So just know you can't stay all day. So just eat what you can, and and just get to it. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Sister, who business you getting in?
I was minding my business and decided I was bored at work. I mean, not at work. That's a lie. I was at home, about to go to bed. And I was scrolling and I came across a lady on Instagram with a bruise on her face crying, which I'll talk about that later. And it was the wife of Big Tigger, if y'all are familiar with him from like 106 in Park, and now he's like a radio personality. Well, he's under police investigation following a domestic dispute. His wife, Alicia, posted a social media, posted graphic videos showing facial injuries and stitches, alleging he was abusive and also having an affair with his co-host, Francesca. Francesca has come on and said that's a lie. They're not having an affair. He also said that he's not having an affair, but he also missed a couple days of work while this investigation was happening. What I really want to ask y'all, first of all, were you even familiar with this? And second of all, how do y'all feel about people jumping on the internet with stuff like this? And what are your thoughts about it? Black, I'll start with you.
So I did follow this story and was aware of it. And then just today, she's come out and basically said that the public misunderstood her intentions. She never actually said that it was him, this, that, and the other. And it's very sad because the damage is done.
Right.
Right.
You know, regardless of what has happened, as you said, he missed work, the speculation, the assumptions. Once you're a public figure and you went to social media, you put that out there, you're fully aware of what you waited until now, right, until the damage to now come forward. I hate this so much because I truly miss the good old days, Lady D, where we just didn't know a lot about our famous people. A big part of the problem for me is that we know too much fucking about each person. And I have made a conscious effort to not follow every single story because we live in a world now where it's not real unless we post it on social media. And for these people, for whatever reason, this old ass ratchet face lady want to get a little bit of attention. Maybe she can get enough dick at night or whatever the case might be. Because I didn't even know Tigger was married. I think he like a little bit of dick his damn self. But my thing is, you done put us all in y'all business anyway, and then now you're trying to back up off of it. And so my thing is, I hate this because we know way too much about these people's personal lives. And I just miss the good old days when do whatever your job is, spin those records, be that media, go the fuck home. Stop showing up at everything. I don't give a shit about what you've eaten, what kind of car you drive, or any of that nonsense.
Lee Black, what celebrity do you not think is gay?
Yes, there's many. Denzel ain't gay, you know. There's many celebrities. Boosie love pussy. Lil Boosie is one of my favorite.
Hey, Boosie in the closet. I'm sorry.
He got a bunch of god doggone babies.
Yes, yeah. So for me, Lady D, there's I think Chris Brown love pussy.
Okay.
Oh yeah, right, we know he do.
All right. So I don't think everybody's gay, but I do. but I do subscribe to the theory that if y'all know the truth of this, there is no such thing as gay and straight. I believe people like what they like when they like it. And I mean that, Kenny, in all respect, in the sense that, to your point, people that you would never suspect in a quiet corner will suck a dick.
I'm sorry to interrupt your time, sister.
Yeah.
This is a test. This is only.
Boosie too obsessed with gay men to for me. It's just weird how he's literally obsessed with anything people do that's not like toxic masculine. Kenny, did you see this? And if so, what were your thoughts about it?
Yeah, I did see it, and you know, I've followed Big Tigger since he was at BET doing his thing, and I think it's unfortunate. I think she was just grabbing for attention. I really do. I think she was trying to embarrass him. I think there obviously is some cracks in the marriage. I don't know if they're going through a divorce or whatever, but I think there's some cracks in that relationship. And she just went to social media because guess what? That's the easiest way to go get people on your side, to get sympathy. Is like, okay, I'm not going to give you the backstory. I'm just going to post this video. I'm not going to give it any context.
Yeah, turn on you though.
And let you make the assumption of what's happening, and I give you a little bit of whatever. So that's unfortunate because I think, Brother Black, you just said this. When you're a public figure, unfortunately, even your private life ain't really private unless you find a way to keep it private. Again, I didn't even know Big Tigger was married, so he was able to keep that on the low for a minute. I didn't even know that. So hey, what's up, Mary? That's my only thing is I would not want to be a public figure. Thank goodness I wasn't able to sing, because my ass would have been all over the internet, because some woman been done said I done fathered her kid and all this, and I'd be like Michael Jackson, that kid is not my son.
My God, I'm glad you clarified that up, because I thought you were talking about your booty cheeks.
Nah, ain't nowhere in hell that I said
go back on your booty again.
Brent, ain't nothing in that statement I said had anything to do with my goddamn booty cheeks.
Well, you just said you don't be showing. You just said you don't be showing on the internet. I was like, well, I'm glad you clarified that.
You know what? Hey, Master Prophet Levi T, you got some blessed oil over there in the chat. We need prayer.
Well, the place I know you finna go, I heard there's a lot of opportunities for dudes to get their booties ate. Britain, so you think she just attention seeking?
Wait a minute. Can we rewind this show? This show has went off the rails.
Good night.
Wait a minute.
Hold God. Okay, all right. Good Lord, that's one. That's a good one.
Where your cutaway at, Britton? Where your cutaway? We need a cutaway, Britton.
Okay, we need a minute. Hold on.
We need a cutaway.
Auntie Bev here with another word to help you build your vocabulary. The word is trumpery.
Lord, and I hope don't none of that happen up there where you going, boy.
Are we still in Black Pride Month? Is that what?
This is a test. This is only a test. This has been a test.
You know what? It's Black. Hey, it's Black Music Month too, by the way. Hey, can we get some Frankie Beverly and Mays Happy Feelings or something? Because it is Black Music Month too.
Oh my God!
There you go. There you go. To some Black music. Britton, you think she's just attention seeking?
Of course. I mean, does she like have stitches on her head?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I don't. Again, why would you want strangers to know this? You know what I'm saying? I mean, anyway. So for me, the internet, when you start, because again, right? I tell my wife this all the time. If Facebook made it mandatory that you have to tell the truth on the internet, it wouldn't be no good. Nobody would get on there. Nobody would say nothing, because you got to tell the truth, right? Or you can go to jail. So if you can go to jail for not telling the truth on social media, then guess what? Facebook wouldn't even exist anymore. So again, right? Everybody, it looks good. It's the epitome of attention seeking, right? Because you want attention when good things are happening to you, and then you want attention when whatever you've been trying to do privately ain't working. What do? Well, then you want to tell people and hope that people gonna care enough to get in your business and try to get on your side. But man, y'all better ask Jesus. They love you one day and they'll turn on you the next. So you better watch them. That's what people do, man. So I just didn't understand the purpose. Yeah. I mean, I do get why people will say things on social media, because you want to try to get some traction, but then because you're looking stupid now because you trying to fix it. So I don't, I didn't know nothing about it till you said it. I had to keep it that way.
It's given me, she's trying to form some sort of narrative, like prior to like a divorce, she's trying to make him appear to be abusive, an adulterer. That way she can use it in court, because she's probably about to be brokety broke. So she's trying to use this to try to sway a narrative in her favor. That's kind of what I think is happening, because that's what happens when you sometimes are married to a celebrity. I think celebrities should marry people who have as much to lose as them. Just like we say with a lot of other people who don't want their business out. They should marry people who have as much to lose as them. And then it won't be no big deal. Quit going to the goddamn line and picking up women because they got a fat ass, and pick somebody with some integrity and some class about this that don't want her business out there either. But now I'll go back to minding my business.
Oh, we sure appreciate it, honey, and so does she. Thank you so much.
I'm still gonna pick the fat ass.
Lady D, never underestimate the power of fat ass.
Okay, thank you, gentlemen.
I'm just gonna go and keep it
Thank
fun.
y'all for unsolicited comments that nobody asked you for. Thank y'all. I mean, good Lord.
Nigga, please. Nigga.
Thank you, Mr. White Man. That brings me right on into my subject. All right. We got our Black Love series now, y'all. And I want to talk about the N-word. Yeah, I think it's interesting. Again, remember, Black Love is about us having conversations amongst us about the things that we do. And I just, especially since this whole Carmelo thing situation going on, I wanted to ask, number one, do y'all use the word? Kenny,
yeah.
Why? That's why we know. I mean, Kenny, do you use it?
No.
Okay.
I don't.
And is there a specific reason why you don't use it?
I'm not gonna say I've never used it, but the older I've gotten, I don't. I just don't like it just because of the history of it. And I know people always try to say, well, NIGGA is different from NIGGER. I don't give a crap. It's still tomato. It's still the same thing. So no, I try. I stay away from it. You've never ever heard me say that. You can talk to the people that's close to me. He said, nah, he don't really say the N-word like that.
Sure. Okay. Sister, do you use it?
Only if I'm in my car by myself singing a song.
That's true too. I have to say that.
But in just company
just
talking
conversation.
To people, rarely. I can probably count on one hand in the past 10 years how many times I've said it.
Okay, wow. And it's not a preference, or is there a morality behind it?
It's like when I would hear like my kids or like certain people use it, it was cringy to me. So in my mind, if it's cringy to me to hear it in certain contexts, it's probably cringy for me to say it. So at some point, I think it's probably the same as Kitty, to be honest with you. The older I've gotten, the less I feel right saying the word.
Okay. So this is my question, because
you didn't let me get my saying.
You already said it, nigga.
I wanted to add to it. One thing I despise is niggas and flies. and unlike you, Lady D, the older I have gotten, the more racist I've become. I use it even more.
Yeah. Miss Tori, you tell Mr. Isaac we're thinking about him.
For sure. Yeah. Send a peace, love, and light to him, for real.
Yeah. Okay,
and
so
you too.
Yes, for sure. Give you strength to help him along the way. So this is my question then. Where do we think the authority of that word came from? Because again, we're the only race of people that have a word. And don't get me wrong, I'm not being dismissive. I believe it's a word that has caused trauma. So it's just that's where it comes from. But I'm saying, where's the authority? Where do we think the authority came from in it? Like, why has it become such a trigger to us? And where do we think its power came from?
Being an American. That you say that, you're right. Search anywhere else in the world. There's no one singular word that evokes that kind of power and emotion, but the African American is unique to anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
If you believe in the teachings of Malcolm X and Elijah Muhammad, we're a people truly without, a wasteland. We're not Africans, know, and we're damn sure ain't really Americans.
Right.
We were brought to this country, and so we talked about at the beginning of the show the 250 years, and then somebody, I think Kenny said, or you might have said it, Brenton, ain't it been longer than that? But our people, unlike any other people on earth, it's amazing how we talk about the Holocaust with reverence. We could talk about the Islamic wars, we could talk about Indian, but the moment we talk about the plight of the African American, it gets dismissed. And so, in what's supposed to be the greatest country ever to be on this face of this planet, we have a word that even other countries acknowledge that's the meaning to the African American. Whether you're an Italian culture, whatever culture, they have a word to indicate nigga. Italians, muli, this, that. There's terms. And so the power comes from the fact that we're living a fraudulent existence in a world that we've never been truly recognized as being equal.
Right. So again, I think it's a psychological thing, right? Like people who are afraid of clowns because something their parents did, they would always try to scare them when they were kids as a clown, and they create this phobia. I think that word has had a phobia, but I think it's lost its gusto now, and I think people hold on to it as though it still bothers them today. Because again, what the word means today, sister, ain't what it meant 100 years ago. Because there's nobody beating you with a whip now, calling you that, or there's nobody, walking you down the street, calling you that because they about to lynch you.
That's where I agree with you, Brother Brenton. And that's where I use it for this reason. This is no all bullshit aside. Words have power.
Yes.
And if words do have power, guess what? You can take the power away from the word as well. And so I had to make a conscious decision along the way, being an African-American male, that word can't hurt me. I've been called that on a job.
Right.
So respectfully, if you call me that, I'm going to look you square in the eye and I'm going to call you everything but a child of God, because my thing is we can go tit for tat for that. But I love the fact that in 2026, for a lot of us, we've taken power away from that word. It's no different than in my generation. This is so organic. We talked about generational. Now, in my time, a hoe was a disrespectful thing. But these hoes out here have turned it into something powerful. Oh, I'm a bad bitch. I'm a bad hoe. And I mean this in a good way. And that, it doesn't mean the same. And so, it depends on who is coming from. You talked about intent, Brother Kenny. You talked about the difference between manslaughter and murder. So my thing is, you just ordinarily calling me a nigga, I can deal with that. Unless I can detect your intent, I'm going to fuck you up then.
Thank you, sir. So, sister, so is this like, are we overhyping it now? Because again, it does not have the same weight as it did then. And so now where people get offended, well, why y'all can say it and we can't? Well, what does it matter? No way. Because it has no meaning to you whether we saying it or not, right? I mean,
I used to think I felt like that, especially when I used to use it because it was only amongst other Black people. Right. But when I started hearing like my son's friends say it who aren't Black, and not in a bad way at all, like that's just how they, talk to each other and that's just the way they do it. But it bothered me. It bothers me still, and maybe that's something I need to work on with myself. It bothers me still when I hear people of other races say the word, even if they don't mean it in a horrible way. I remember being at a soccer game, and these Hispanic kids behind us, Mexican kids, they kept just saying it over and over again to each other, just talking and gist. And it was like bothering me. And then my husband literally told them, hey, can y'all stop saying that word? It's disrespectful. Like, and then they did stop, they sorry, ma'am, because they were like high school kids. But that still did something to me. And that's something I still struggle with adjusting to.
I don't think there's nothing wrong with that, though.
I'm with Lady D. It bothers me. It bothers me when I see, and I work around a lot of young Black brothers, and they use that word like nothing around people of other ethnicity. So that makes them feel comfortable in using that word, and I cringe every time. And I'll be like, young brother, can you not do?
You talking about somebody of a different race doing it, right?
Yeah, and else too. Because I got a problem with young brothers that's Black that use it just in conversation. I get it, that's their vernacular, but it bothers me because now the other races feel like, yo, you can say you saying it around whites and Mexicans and Asians. So now they feel comfortable that they can say it, and it ain't just going back and forth with the N-word. No, N-word this, N-word that. I'm like, yo, I cringe. I don't like it. Again, I know it's freedom of speech, but I just don't like it because I know the history of that word. And no matter what you can dress it up like you want to, it still has historical context, and it's still it's a negative connotation to it for me.
But was it the word, Kenny, or was it what came with the word then?
It's the word and who it came from.
But that's what I'm
Remember
saying.
They meant it in a good way when I heard them talking about it. Like they didn't think
But I still don't like it because
they
it's
were
not
they
good.
thought they were cool, but it bothered me. Like every time they said it, it was like ooh. So as a result of stuff like that, I don't say it anymore. I also don't say the F word when it comes to sexuality, related to the LGBTQ community. I don't even say that word no more because I feel like if that word is offensive to me, then that word may be offensive to them. Because like I said, words they hold
words matter. And then I have to say the greatest comedian that ever lived, Richard Pryor. He had a come to Jesus meeting too about the N-word. He said that he would never use that word ever again.
Yeah.
God bless his soul, don't bother me. And I say faggot too. Faggot, midget, all that shit. I say all that.
Yes, we know retard everything.
That's the word I don't say now.
That's right.
See, I don't say any of those.
Yeah.
I got gay friends that come visit me, and we in Gay Pride Month. Black Gay Pride is in October, but we in gay. I got friends that'll probably come next weekend, and we talk playing. I say, "What's up, faggot?"
Yep. So again, I think for me, the N word again, it's a psychological trauma for those who have experienced it. Now, yes, rightfully so. I didn't grow up to where I was being beaten by people, but yet and still, I do understand where the word comes from. But I will say where we are today, the word meant more to me years ago because people were doing better than we were. So again, it was more belittling of us for you to say that, right? She said, "Cut to a."
I agree, lady. I just want to say, can we just say, "Hey, brother," or "Hey, sister," or "Hey, king"? And I know Brother Black don't like this. "Hey, queen," can we do that? Can we substitute that word for something more positive?
Man,
can we do that?
You have better chance getting Trump out of office to get
that right. You're right. Just my wishful thinking.
Yeah. You just go move on, brother.
Cut to commercial.
Yeah. No. So I mean, for me, so now, we all on the same playing field. I have the same. I mean, I know how to get money just like you, so it don't bother. But what it will do, if you do call me that, I'm gonna make sure you won't call me nothing else.
That's me. See, that's me.
Yeah, but what I mean by that, you're not gonna make me mad, but you can't call me nothing else. I'm gonna make you call me that in front of everybody. Like if you call me, don't call my name because I won't answer you. Because I'm gonna turn around and say, no, call me that name that you call me when we was in private.
Well, I'm gonna call you the name.
Yeah. So again, it don't bother me. So again, it came with this level of belittling because we were less than, but we not now. But I'm with y'all too. At the same time, that's why you gotta know people. Yeah, I don't want to hear the little white kids talking to each other like that. That ain't funny.
I wish we could bury the word, just bury it. But I know it's not gonna happen.
Out of love and respect for you guys, I will watch it around y'all.
No. Let me say this. No. I don't want you to. That's your thing, and I respect anybody that uses it.
And I know y'all would hold it, but I'm saying that I would do my best to refrain. Because I love y'all and respect y'all enough that way, that I really would try to refrain. We all Capricorns for those of you tuning in for the first time. And we talk about Janus, there's 3 sides to the Capricorn.
That word actually doesn't offend me coming from you, but I just have stopped saying it myself. But it depends because I don't like it from everybody. I'm more of them. If everybody can't say it to me, that I say it to. Then then I'm just not gonna say it. But it doesn't offend me when if you say either of you said it wouldn't offend me. But I just feel like we've used it so much that it's given other people the ability, they feel
the power, and they feel like
they see it as a term of endearment, and it's not.
I agree with you on that. I agree.
Yeah.
You're right, Lady D.
So you just gotta navigate appropriately. You know what I'm saying? Again, and if justice ain't fair, neither is that word. And so y'all just live with it. Because that's what it's gonna be. So So I do say it, and I say it in private, and I probably said it to people because I was upset, and I'm like, "Oh, you're not black," but that just my words are right. It's just like, "Oh, yeah, well, move on." Okay, well, thank y'all so much for that. Because again, that's what we do. We have conversation. So, ladies and gentlemen, he's here, and he has a few more words that I'm sure he's going to share with us. But clothes make the man.
I promise you, for those of you who are watching, I always pick my topic at the last moment. They can attest to that.
He's not mine.
Because again, I honestly try not to look at what we're going to be talking about because I want my views to be, spontaneous and sporadic. And so I'm talking about Boosie, Lady D.
Interesting.
I saw a video of him today. That's funny.
I'm talking about this wasn't planned, but these last two stories literally lent itself. So I don't know how much you followed it. I had two topics that was on my mind because that's how I pick my topics. One was I was originally going to go with the world's first trillionaire, Elon Musk. And then I said, you know what? I want to talk about something a little more lighthearted. So ASAP Rocky, Rihanna's man, in whatever this concert he is, because I'm not a fan of his, but apparently there was a picture he had where he had on some thongs. So if you haven't, you need to. ASAP Rocky got thongs on, and if you do yourself a favor, and
no favor.
Oh, I ain't trying to look at it. So, but go ahead.
Well, if you want to, so in context of the story, because Bootsy, as Lady D alluded to, being the toxic male that he is, which I'm a self-professed toxic male, just like him, which is maybe why I love him, so much, because he stands on what he stands on for sure. And I'll say right off the bat, the opinions shared are mine and mine alone. They do not necessarily reflect those of the show or anybody on the show.
Oh Lord! Everybody need to hide your kids and get up underneath the table.
It's not about me really cursing. I'm gonna keep it really light. But his comments was, this is Bootsy. He said, "This got to be AI. I know this nigga. There's that word. Ain't got a thong on. This got to be AI. If not, who just said they gonna start wearing thongs? Me. I told y'all. I feel sorry for the little boys in this world. When are we going to say this is enough? Can a woman with a voice speak up? Damn, this is the worst generation ever. This is just sick. Rappers wearing thongs is about to be fashion. I'm going back to sleep. This world is coming to an end." That one comment, it encapsulated everything about this show. Generations, the word nigger, toxic male, everything. And so what's crazy about this is I was driving around on Wednesday and D.L. Hewley was having an actual conversation about Lil Bootsy and his views. And that was the whole crux of the show. And they were talking about the fact that Lil Bootsy had called out a football player who paints his nails black. I forget the name of him. He's a top football player.
Yeah, the quarterback for the Bears.
Mm-hmm. Right. And they were having a debate, and D.L. Hewley's thoughts was that how this shouldn't be coming from Lil Bootsy because he always have this to say. And he said, I bet most people would rather have their sons dressed like this
Caleb Williams
guy than Lil Bootsy. So for me, it got me thinking about the fact that, shooting the messenger. And I call this clothes make the man because I am disturbed by the fact that we've normalized behavior that I object to. Now, this is my opinion. And I say this with full deference to anybody being able to choose whatever you want to. If you get up in the morning and you want to put thongs on, you have every right to do so. And that goes for men and women. But I call this clothes make the man because you can't then object to me having my opinion based on what you wear. And I'm sorry, you're not going to normalize that type of dress and for me having that reaction from it. So when I see a guy wearing a thong, it does make me question your sexuality. I'm sorry, shoot me. It makes me feel that way. And I hate that we've come to a point where we're so afraid to speak out. I talked a minute ago about standing out as an individual, that groupthink mentality, all being a part of the matrix. I guess I'm going to die, folks, because as much as you want me to conform to what the norm is and make that an acceptable behavior, it never will be. Look, Lee Black, for all intent and purposes, I'm going to die never having put on skinny jeans. You won't catch my fat ass in no thongs. You won't catch me carrying a purse, because there is another picture circulating online of Stephon Diggs, and go take yourself a fever. I have no idea what was going through his mind, but he looks every bit like he's willing to suck some dick. And that's okay if you want to suck some dick. I love getting my dick sucked. I even like getting my ass ate. But I'm saying that my thing is, when you put on that kind of fashion, you absolutely make me question your sexuality. I have every right to do that. And what we're not going to do is pretend that we don't see it and it don't make a difference, it don't matter. Because I agree with Boosie 1000% that I don't think it should be normalized to bring up boys in particular, but girls as well, into a world where that becomes normalized, that it's okay to paint your nails, put on a dress, wear a purse. I do lament and miss the good old days when there was a clear line of distinction between masculinity and femininity. And if that makes me a toxic male, fuck you and the horse you rode in on, because I agree with Bootsy 1000%. And my thing is, I don't know these people. I don't know whether A$AP Rocky takes a little dick on his side. He is with Rihanna. That's fine. That's okay. But I don't want to see that shit either. And I said it. I'm Lee Black.
Oh my God.
I'm sick of that. I don't need to know about that.
I'm so sick of you.
Yeah.
I'm so sick of you. Oh my God. Sherry, come get him. Tell your mama. Say, all right. Well, listen, it's been a great show. Just do a little housekeeping. We won't be on next week. Usually a sister, and she is half the problem, but Kenny ain't gonna be here either. Well, they don't need to lie to the family. They see, So everybody's gonna be busy except for me and Lee, and we have to start our own show if we're gonna do me and Lee. But we'd have to do one of them consonant marathons and just be up all night. He in his drawers, and I don't know. Never mind.
Boy,
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
Watch
right.
yourself,
There you go.
brother.
That's
Watch
here you go, Kenny. Come on, Kenny. Hey, Bama girl, I didn't speak to you. Thank you
Bama
so
girl,
much.
what's up?
Yeah, I know.
yourself. Already.
And then thank y'all so much for sending us a little change. I appreciate that. That was really
We appreciate the love.
yeah, Miss Tori
Yeah,
and
Miss
Real
Lady
Estate-
T. Yeah,
and,
Real Estate Insider for sure. Yeah.
CC for getting those
Mhm.
gifts and all that so much. All right. So listen, if you hadn't joined the show before, in our final thoughts, we have just agreed as a family. Kenny never goes anywhere but first, because
Right.
it gets a little out of hand after
'Cause
that. So
Them two over there, they're gonna
Yeah.
go in. So
yeah,
we gotta give them the floor.
Yes, sir.
That's how we do it.
So thank you, sir, so much. Appreciate you being on today, and thank you for all you contributed. So yes, sir. Give me your final thoughts.
My final thoughts is since I was gonna get thrown under the bus, I'm gonna throw my own self under the bus. Yeah, we're not gonna be on next Friday because it's my fault. Yeah, but it is a good reason because my baby girl and my oldest son said that they want their dad to get out a little bit, and they hooked up and got me and my brother some round trip tickets to go to DC for Father's Day / Juneteenth weekend. So that's why we won't be on. So I'm gonna take the hit for this. Lady D ain't gonna have to worry about it. She ain't got to explain. So it's on me. So my thoughts is since we won't be on next week, I want to salute Father's Day and Juneteenth because they gonna fall simultaneously. I want to salute all the great fathers out there. Those that we don't get a lot of recognition, and that's okay. I think most of us ain't tripping on that, but I also want to encourage those that's been great fathers to their children. It's worth it, and I can speak to that because I'm getting the trip sponsored by my two oldest babies, and that tells me that they appreciate what I brought, and it wasn't about presents, PRESENTS, but it was about my presence in their lives. So that is the ultimate title. And I would say this, out of all the things I've done in my 57 years of my life, being a father is the best thing that I've ever done and will do, in my opinion. So that's my thoughts on that. And then Juneteenth, my sisters and my brothers, y'all make sure y'all do it big. Hey, because y'all boy in the White House He don't acknowledge it.
Mhm.
And I would say this too. I'm gonna be in DC, but ask me if I'm gonna give a shit about the White House. No, y'all already know that. Y'all ain't got the answer to that. Y'all already know. So anyway, so that's my final thoughts for the night. I'm done.
All right, thank you, Dream Young. Good to see you.
Thank you, Dream Young. Appreciate the love.
That's my niece, y'all.
Oh, that's your niece. Thank you.
Niece Pooh.
Thank you, niece of Lee.
I'm sorry that you had to hear your uncle eat more than just crab legs.
She probably already knew that anyway.
Oh, I hope not. Lord have mercy. That poor traumatized baby. All right. Yes, ma'am. Sister, thank you so much by all means.
To piggyback off of Kenny, I would like to say Happy Father's Day to the good fathers out there who actually, were decent fathers to your children. Shooting up a club and not going to the chop shop does not make you a good father, by the way. Having a legacy and somebody having your tacky ass last name does not make you a good father, by the way. I'm talking to the ones who actually do what they're supposed to do by their children, who don't use the kids as a pawn to control the mama and all that shit. Not you funky ass fathers who are just a waste of air and oxygen and just time and space. I'm talking about the decent fathers like Kenny who get gifts from their kids for being a decent father, not you piece of shit dudes who think who want to be Instagram daddies and post your kid on Father's Day, but you got to steal the picture from their mama post because you ain't seen your kid this year long enough to even take a goddamn picture. You Happy Father's Day to all of you. I hate I'm not going to see y'all next week, but y'all have a blessed day. And happy Juneteenth.
I mean, you just the worst person to give celebrations. I mean, all these backhanded compliments. It's just like,
you know what? I wouldn't want Lady D to be on the funeral program. She gotta get 3 minutes because good Lord, that thing gonna.
My goodness, I know one person gonna get called a nigga at their funeral. That's her baby.
Oh, you right about that.
My God.
And my sister Carrie said, "Preach, sister."
Yeah.
Because from the sublime to the ridiculous, Lady D, I love everything you said. My father ain't shit. He ain't never been shit. I don't know him. I haven't seen that motherfucker since I was 3 years old. And so wherever you are, I hope you got bed sores and that you're suffering from what's that painful, that shit that you get, whatever. Anyway, fuck you.
Leprosy.
It's so much we don't know.
Shingles.
Leprosy.
Eloise Young was mother and father. So mama, happy Father's Day to you.
Okay.
Having said that, Juneteenth, in another hour or so, my nephew, that was him buzzing. We going out tonight, y'all, because Juneteenth is the unofficial weekend for faggots, for homos, for dick suckers. So my brother Kenny, be careful up there in Chocolate City because
you like syrup or jelly?
Partner, you like a new car, pull it on to the showroom floor.
You just be down there, be back there changing those tires, bro. Oh my God.
So, me and my nephew is getting out tonight because next weekend that we don't have a show, I'm gonna keep my fat black ass inside. I'm gonna stay off of them streets because this is Gay Pride Month, the official National Gay Pride Month. But for Black people, Juneteenth also marks the time when you go, girl, and they're gonna be out here doing their thing. So God bless you. I love homosexuals as well. Some good friends of mine. You know, I love you guys. So it's all good. But you know what I'm saying? I know that's your time, so I'm gonna keep my monkey ass off them streets.
That's a time, Kenny. I ain't gonna lie. You should go join. That's the best fun you'll ever have in your life.
My God. Okay, I just want to say.
Look at Kenny's face.
I just want to tell y'all something. If I have my 50th party and y'all coming, y'all not speaking. Y'all just not speaking. Y'all not saying nothing about me.
Single. That's what it is. Mama girl, thank you. Singles. I was thinking about single.
I would behave because you'll probably have elders there as well, and so I
don't I'm be on my best behavior.
DJ, play that music. Don't even let it, cause I ain't gonna. Okay, well, listen, quickly, because Kenny is getting his booty ate out. My goodness.
What? No, the hell I'm not.
I'm talking about proverbially by them coming at you, Doc. Come on, man. Slow your roll, bro. I'm just
Man, I'm gonna spit my damn drink on my damn computer.
I'm saying proverbially, man. Ain't like getting on you, man. I'm sorry, brother. Come
Oh,
on.
okay, man. You better put something on that.
All right. Put some respect on. Put some LeBron James on that thing. All right, I'm sorry.
Like until you try, Kenny. I'm just saying.
You know what, Lady D?
That's it.
I'm
Y'all go.
sick of you.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my final thought in. Y'all just hold on 1 second. So listen, I have a quick question for y'all. What is one of your most biggest distractions in life?
You three. You three.
I ran into that one, didn't I? I ran into that.
You three.
Well,
Yes, sir. Okay.
No, you didn't ask that.
I did that. Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, and just in life in general, what would probably easily distract you? You know what I'm saying? You know,
a big booty and a smile for me.
Oh, okay.
Thank
All
you. Thank you.
Okay. Oh, what you think about Burger Street? Did you like Burger Street?
Bergen Street. What is Bergen
Burger
Street?
Street. Ain't that a Burger Street cup you got? What's that cup?
Oh yeah, best burgers in Dallas I found so far.
Okay, I'm like, I know
A lot of that's the joint. A lot of
yeah.
hey, that's the joint, bro.
Yeah.
Best
You
burgers I
found it.
found a couple of weeks
Yeah,
ago. Best
Okay.
burgers.
Let's see
yeah.
how quickly I got distracted. I think it's food for me. Okay. Oh no, she done fell asleep. Look at her. Now she ain't on that one. All right. All right. Well, that's fine. She done well,
She done fell asleep.
She done
Lady
fell
D
asleep.
fell asleep.
And then it held up all the rest of the show just right now. All right. Yeah. We can talk about it real good. Now she can't say that. So anyway.
She can't say
Oh, look at her. All right.
She done
Yes,
woke up
ma'am. Yes,
and the
right.
dead has arisen.
Okay, so honey, what's your distraction?
probably social media. I'm bad on TikTok. I would scroll TikTok like crazy.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay. Well, good. Well, okay. Well, y'all just take a look at this thing and tell me if this is, would this be in your top 10? I keep doing that wrong. Would this be in y'all's top 10 of distractions, especially to the gentleman right here? Y'all take a look at this.
Damn. That white girl got some cheeks.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Listen, fellas, ladies, I don't know what's distracting you in life, but whatever it is, please don't make it obvious to your spouse. Just don't make it obvious to your spouse, because that ain't gonna work for them, ladies and gentlemen. I just want y'all to know that ain't gonna work. So
that man's woman has some cheeks. Good.
Yeah.
God.
I think it was, I don't, anyway.
You don't think it was real?
Yeah, everything.
You don't think it was real?
It wasn't real.
You don't think so?
No,
I know it wasn't real. I'm gonna tell you, okay, I'm gonna show y'all again. I'm gonna tell you why it's not real.
Yeah, please
I
let me
just-
see again.
I just thank you, sir. So when you see the man, the man let the weights go, watch what the weights are doing. As he let the weights go.
That ass is real.
I told you, look at the weights.
Oh,
you look already distracted.
Lady D said, "Okay, this segment is over."
You're right. Yes. All right. Okay. Yes. Oh, thank you, Sherry. I appreciate it. We'll be back in 2 weeks if sister ain't got something else to do. So
Yeah,
right.
yeah. Put on blast. It ain't just me. Yeah, shit. Hey,
I'm only
lady.
going because you said you were going somewhere. So I said I may as well.
Yeah, shoot. Don't
There
make
you
it seem
go.
like it's just me.
That's good.
I only decided to go somewhere after you. I said Kenny ain't gonna be here, so I might as well book something.
Right.
She lying, y'all. She ain't telling the truth, and the truth ain't in her. She ain't telling the truth, ladies and gentlemen.
Good. Well, y'all both have fun, and so we'll see y'all in a couple of weeks. So that's Lee, that's Kenny, and Devin, and I guess in 2 weeks we'll find out who Booty really got.